Hey Rob, thanks for sending your Swing the Golf Digest Challenge. My name is Mike Richards. Let's take a look. I'm going to try and zoom in here on your grip. It looks to me like your right hand grip's a little bit more to the right than what I'd like to have most of my golfers. Your left hand doesn't look too bad, but I'd like to see the right hand more on top. And for that reason, you probably mishit the ball. You probably hooked this ball severely or even sliced this ball way out there. Probably not a consistency to your golf shot. So looking at your grip, number one thing I would do with you is I'd touch up your grip and make sure that gets a little bit better position with your right hand. If you look at a line I'm going to draw in here, and it's going to look a little bit odd because of the angle of which you have the camera, but if I put the line where the camera should have been, which would have been right about there, that would have been a pretty good camera angle, and you can see how the club starts a little too far in front. Now, watch your swing. You go back, and I think you do a really nice job right here going back to your backswing. Your head gets back behind that line, your foot does a nice job, your knee comes inward, you get the club going back there reasonably parallel to the ground. But now, look at all that leg work. It's a lot of leg work right there. And I think what you try and do is you try and find that power through your legs. And that, don't get me wrong, there's a source of power there. But boy, that's a lot of body motion through that hit. And you want to get a little bit more under control with that lower body to help you hit some decent shots. Now, from what I can gather from your swing, I know the camera angle is kind of quick, but it looks to me like you've got a pretty good idea of how the club releases and how it gets extended through the strike of the ball. So that's not the big issue. My big issue with you is how much power do I see with those legs? And boy, you're really working them hard right there. So some things I would do to try and tidy those legs up a little bit so you get a little bit more consistency is I just have you hit some balls where you really keep that foot planted. Watch this left foot. It starts very square. As you swing, it comes up off the heel, which is not a big deal. But then watch how much it twists. So you're not really hitting against anything. You let that foot kind of bail out and your knees go, so there's not really a post that you're hitting around. So one of the drills I would have you do, and you have to do this slow motion so you don't hurt yourself, is I'd actually take your left foot and I'd turn your left foot inward. And then have you hit some little small swings to get you a feeling of how stable this left leg should be and how straight this left leg should be when you hit the golf ball. Right now yours is kind of buckled down a little bit and you just kind of smack that ball out there. So when you look at this, Rob, the only thing I'm really kind of pinpointing here is what your lower body's doing and how much it's doing. So let's try and quiet that down, fix that right hand grip a little bit, and you might find a little bit more consistency in your ball strike. So Rob, good luck to you, and thanks for sending your Swing to the Golf Digest Challenge.